The third concern is getting out of debt. We must look down the road at Greenwood's future. We do not want a future. Do we want a future of financial prosperity or one marred in debt? Myself and our City Council must remember Newton's law of physics. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Our City Director of Finance, Steve Tedford, said it best at our second budget session. We must remain cognizant of the fact when we buy something, that does not end the cost. That does not end the cost. We will continue on an annual basis to encounter expenses such as maintenance, repairs, fuel, insurance, additional training, and an array of ongoing costs. I feel these added expenses must be considered before we make these purchases. We must consider the total cost to the city versus the benefits before we make any of these purchases. Let me emphasize this point. We must cut costs. Greenwood cannot continue on the road that we've been going down and continue to incur the expenses that we've incurred. The fourth concern is to resolve the citywide flooding. The city has a great burden to ensure that this does not happen again. In our most recent inspection, Don, myself, and Doug went down into the creeks around the city. Don gave us a 25-cent tour. He showed us all, he took me to places that I didn't even know existed within our city. But he showed us what the Army Corps of Engineers had done and what needs to be done. We have determined in order to resolve our problem, we need to continue on where the Army Corps of Engineers stopped. Now, I want to preface that for you. Whenever we had our last, I don't know if it was the 100-year, the 125-year, the 155-year flood, or whatever it was, but what it boiled down to is that at the same time we had the Hurricane Katrina. The Army Corps of Engineers was called out on us before the job was completed. And so what I would like to do, I would like to have them, determined to resolve the problem. We need to continue where the Army Corps of Engineers stopped. There are places that need to be cleared of debris, areas that need to be widened. The work in this area will begin as soon as we can get our equipment into the creek bed. I want to preface that with this. We've gone down into the creek bed and we're not going to be able to get into it. I was hoping to get all of this done and over with before the spring rains. It's not going to happen. We cannot get this heavy equipment that we need down into the creek beds. What I was told by the powers that be in the county, that what we should do is wait until August, and by that time, hopefully, if there's any money in the budget, we'll be able to go in with them and have them help us to finish up what's done in the creek. We have also received a new floodplain map for Greenwood, which has placed a larger amount of property in flood zones. Sonny Bell is at present addressing the issue. I've talked with Sonny about that. Sonny has pretty much said that certain people in certain areas of Greenwood are going to be paying higher premiums for flood insurance. He also said that these people have been notified. He also told me that there is assistance available for these people, and anything beyond that, Sonny has assured me that we will make the public cognizant of the fact, whatever it may be. Okay? I would also like to say this mayor's office is open to anyone that wants to come by and talk with me about any issue. I believe in being in the office as much as I can for anyone that wants to talk to me. I also have a phone number that I've had since July that I've given to the people of Greenwood to call if they don't want to look me in the eye when they talk to me, if they just want to talk to me on the phone. The phone number is 252-0690. Again, 479-252-0690. I've had that phone number since July. I've gotten, God only knows how many phone calls that I've had by disgruntled people as well as people saying, Dale, you're doing a fantastic job. But I just want that number to once again, I gave it 2,000 refrigerator magnets to people when I knocked on doors. If you didn't get yours, look in your front yard because the magnets aren't that great. Okay? I would also like to say thank you to the city employees. They have gone out of their way to welcome me, to teach me the right things to do, to teach me the right things to say, and above all else, to teach me how to be a city official. I want to give them a very special thank you. Now, I didn't say that I've been a good learner. I didn't say that I've done anything that I can beat my chest and brag about. All that I have said is that the city people, the employees, have gone out of their way to help me and to teach me. I would also like to close with a scripture from 1 Timothy 2:1 and 2. I exhort, therefore, that first of all, supplication, prayers, intercession, and the giving of thanks being made for all men, for kings, and for all they that are in authority, that we may lead a quiet and peaceable life in all godliness and honesty. Citizens of Greenwood, I beg of you, pray for your city officials. Never allow a day to go by that you do not place this mayor on your prayer list. Keep me before the throne in heaven daily. Not when you think about it. Make an effort to do it so that the decisions that I make and the choices that I have to make will continually be made through supplication through God. I also want to tell you that there's not a day goes by that I don't pray for this city. May God bless you and keep you all safe and watch over our city. Thank you.